Think of a Volvo. If you're over the age of 30, you probably have a boxy Swedish barge in your head. If that's the case, then the "yes, it's a Volvo XC60" may just surprise you. It's got a blend of new Volvo styling but old Volvo practicality. So it's pretty and it's pretty useful, especially on a day like this with wintry weather, when all-wheel drive is not something to be sniffed at. A big part of Volvo's new image is its link with outdoor pursuits. So with this one, this T5 petrol engine, you can tow 1800 kilograms of horse box or sailboat or hideous caravan, whatever it is. As for practicality and versatility, you can easily transport 5 adults in comfort, while there's 495 litres of luggage space in the back. The XC60 is longer than the likes of the Land Rover Freelander though, and loading access is easy. Fold down the rear seats, which split in the 40-20-40 pattern at the pull of a lever, and there's 1455 litres of boot space. Base level ES trim brings with it city safety technology, alloy wheels, cruise control and leather steering wheel with remote control audio. While one step up to SE adds rain sensors, rear park assist, a powered tailgate, auto-folding door mirrors and a Bluetooth hands-free system. By the time you get to SE Lux, there's full leather faced upholstery, powered driver's seats, while a premium upgrade adds full leather, integrated sat-nav, multimedia audio system and digital radio. As it can be spec'd with any trim level, you can add the bits that matter to you without a lot of expensive stuff that doesn't. A decidedly new Volvo element is a depth of gadgetry. Entertainment, sat-nav, connectivity and various driving aids mean it's not just a pretty face. What I'm going to try and do now is give you a demonstration of some of the kit on this car, which I really like. Now, Bluetooth pairing with cars is nothing particularly new, but what it also lets us do is use voice control to dial numbers and have conversations and so forth. So I'm going to try and take you through that now. What I do is press this button and I'm going to say phone call contact.
Please say a line number.
1.
Dial auto content mobile.
So I can now phone the office while on the move, which I'm sure you'll agree is particularly handy. Something else you can do with the voice control is set a destination. Again, really handy while you're moving if you can't stop for whatever reason. So again, press the button. Navigation, go to address.
Please say a town name.
Liverpool.
Please say a line number or say not on list.
1. So now I've set my destination through my sat-nav without taking my eyes off the road at any point and just simply saying the destination I want to get to. I want to talk a little bit now about some of the safety driving aids on the XC60, and you get a lot of these aids through the entire Volvo range. Some of them have to be spec'd as options or you've got to buy driver packs, but a lot of this stuff is increasingly standard on cars like this. Now you've got traction control, you can turn that off if you want to have a bit of fun in the XC60. But what's particularly good about Volvo, and something that Volvo have really taken to it, the kind of technology which gives you another pair of eyes on the road. Things like city safety, and this will warn you if the car thinks there's a risk of collision at low speeds with a visual and audio warning. There's also driver alert. If the XC60 thinks I'm becoming drowsy or disorientated for whatever reason, if it reads my driving as being erratic, it will warn me and say it's time to pull over and have a coffee. There's also collision warning. Now, if the car thinks that you're driving along on the motorway and you're in danger of hitting the car in front, if it brakes suddenly, the car again will warn you. It's all kind of technology which gives you just backup on the road, and it's really, really useful. I think Volvo has really integrated it into its cars particularly well. I don't think the ride comfort is quite as good as it is on the really big Volvo saloons in the States, but probably is more nimble. This is a car built to dodge elk on Swedish roads after all. There's very, very little body roll in corners. The steering feedback's really good as well. This T5 2-litre petrol engine develops 240 brake horsepower, that's all through the front wheels, but it also develops 340 newton metres of torque. That's a lot of torque, between 1800 and 5000 revs, so it's a really flexible powertrain. What's more, it sprints to 60 miles an hour in 7.6 seconds. That's pretty sharp for a big car like this, but there is a penalty. Officially it returns 33.2 mpg combined, but I've not got anywhere near like that. I think it's probably more likely to be about 25. And CO2 is at 198 grams per kilometre. That means first year road tax of £445. In subsequent years it goes down to £245. That's still quite a lot of money when you think about it every year. Whether that's important to you kind of depends on what you want out of a car. What you can do is go for the D5. That will give you greatly superior fuel consumption and CO2 emissions and similar performance. The silky 6-speed auto box is a transmission to go for in the XC60. If you're missing manual changes, you can knock it into Geartronic and go up and down to shift gears. Occasionally I find technology like lane departure warnings and city safety a little bit intrusive. They always seem a little bit too twitchy, a bit too eager to go off. But on the Volvos, I think they've integrated it particularly well. But if you find it all a bit too intrusive, you can simply turn it off. Volvo says that the vast majority of accidents occur at speeds of up to 19 miles an hour, and in half of those cases a driver did not brake. So if every car on the road was fitted with city safety, we could expect a third of all accidents to be eradicated.
Prices start in the late 20,000s but can easily rise to over 40,000 on the highly spec top models.
My advice is to work out what's essential for you, decide on which powertrain suits your needs, and do your maths carefully.